Are we recording?
Do you know where you are?
You are now witnessing the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour with your host, Unknown Factor, Chuckklez, the motherfucking headhunter clown, and
Elmo 415.
The place of torment, pandemonium.
Where we present y'all some of the old school shit and the new school shit of horror generation.
Everything's true.
From the fucked up remakes,
God's an astronaut.
to the new shit,
Oz is over the rainbow.
the disturbing and gory films,
The Midian's where the monsters live.
to the old school shit that we just love to enjoy.
And you came to die.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a bitch.
All right, one time. So you are now witnessing the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour.
Then I'm hiding under your fucking bed.
Yeah.
Wait, motherfuckers, we're live. No fucks given radio. That's right. And I just want to address the fact that how the fuck did we get 2 dislikes before we even went live, gentlemen?
That is a good question, dude. It's like we haven't even got fucking started and we already got dislikes on the stream and shit.
I don't know. Yeah. Hey, we got 2 thumbs up. We got 2 thumbs down. Fucking. Apparently, somebody might be pissed.
Even it out.
Well, there's already 6 people watching it. I wonder if there's somebody who doesn't like the video watching it right now.
I don't know. That's
Who
very
gives it?
I got a theory, right? Because I didn't put the scroll in text, babe. You're right. I'm not adding it on the fly right now. Fuck it. Look, this is the new look. I hope y'all fucking like it. I should have scroll and text below, but I didn't fucking do it. Fucking. Yeah. I'll do it here in a minute while them fuckers are talking and I got a chance to do it. Okay, babe? But I have a theory on at least one of those dislikes, which is, first off, shout out to the whole fucking crew over here at No Fucks Given Radio. All you motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not running down the list because there's a lot of us, all right? But we've added several shows here recently. You know, Everybody Eats with Bobby Waters. We've got Mike Recca and Bewitched recently started the Rap Affiliates. That's probably the oldest of the new shows, I would say. Well, no, I take that back. Comic Book Oblivion. Or no, that is the oldest of the new shows. Whatever. And then Comic Book Oblivion with Tony D. But the other show we added really recently is the Brutal Business Entertainment Talk Show. That's Skippy Ickham and motherfucking Demo Demon. Skippy. I said Skippy. Did I say Sticky or Skippy, guys?
Skippy.
All right, thank you. See, nah, Chuckles said I said Skippy. All right, Skippy Ickham and Demo Demon. Now, Demo Demon had an issue with somebody, and he put out a diss track. We're going to play that diss track at the end of the night, so I don't know, maybe that one of them thumbs down is that guy. Because I made a post about it, like, hey, we're fucking playing it, because that's the NFGR family, and fucking, we rep that shit.
That's probably the reason, but you know what? It explains everything why we got 2 dislikes already because of that diss song. We're not even fucking involved in this shit. It's just like one of our boys put out a diss out to somebody, and all of a sudden they're just gonna get back at us and dislike us for no fucking reason. Like that's gonna hurt us.
That's rap beef. It's rap beef. Like, you know, it's like if you're gonna listen to Eminem diss MGK, you also gotta listen to MGK's diss track too. You know what I mean?
Bro, I can't even go on fucking Facebook or Instagram without seeing any goddamn posts about people talking about that diss beef in any way.
That's the whole thing right now. It really is.
It's just like how, you know, when Twisted and ICP are beefing, you see that shit all over social media, and now we're getting Eminem and MGK.
Yeah, it's the white boy rap beef era.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and look, me and Lynch actually got a bit into that on the last episode of Talk Snuff with Team Snuff. I don't know, you guys realize that those are both Interscope artists?
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah. That's a tad bit suspicious right there, because, you know, it's increasing both of their record sales. And I'll just leave that.
It's increasing mostly to Eminem's freaking Kamikaze.
I mean, I didn't hear about MGK for a minute until he started beefing Eminem. Like, there was that song he did with that Camila Cabello. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name. That was the last thing I heard of him before this beef started.
Yeah, Eminem dissed him hard on Kamikaze. It's like, I heard the whole fucking thing. And after that, MGK made a response, and then after that, he replied back to using Rap Devil and shit, and then Eminem dissed him back with Kill Shot. Yeah. And I heard MGK already put out another diss song again, I believe, against Eminem, put out a video or some shit. I don't know what it was called.
I don't know. I also heard he got booed off stage when he tried to perform Rap Devil opening for...
yeah, he got booed off hard.
Yeah, I heard there was a whole fucking issue, man, for real. My wife, Shell Shower, she said that maybe it's Eminem passing on the torch to MGK, and he's ostensibly trying to blow his name up bigger before he actually is like, hey, I'm done, I'm good, I'm gonna go make movies now or some shit. Because, you know, I mean, a lot of rappers at that point, when they're big like that in their career, honestly, they go make movies or work with Martha Stewart. You know, just ask Ice Cube or Snoop Dogg. I mean, honestly.
Sure. Snoop Dogg mostly working with fucking Martha Stewart. You know, they probably do have a thing with each other off camera.
Dude, them fuckers is baking special cookies, not normal cookies, you know. And then you got Ice Cube fucking, I mean, he's making mad fucking, like, he's fucking producing movies and all this shit. So yeah, oh, maybe that's what he's contemplating.
Kids movies now.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's contemplating. All I want to know is, did Demo Demon, did he address how weird this other dude's beard was? That's all I want to know. Again, we'll get to that track at the end of the motherfucking show, right?
Your beard is weird.
I got Lando and Allie both in the motherfucking house, right?
What up, what up, what up, what up, though?
What up?
But we gonna get off all this bullshit, because this ain't one of the other numerous shows you can hear shit like that discussed on No Fucks Given Radio. Because there's lots of shows you could do. Fuck, we might get into that shit with Maximus fucking coming up on the No Fucks Given Hour. We might just talk to Jillian Jansen about it and see what she knows on Simple Sunday. I'd probably have her.
Can
like,
we talk about horror movies?
No.
Yeah,
look,
we're not going to talk about no porno shit. We're talking about horror movies today. This is our
I'm saying
channel.
with Jillian Jansen on Simple Sunday coming up, we're going to talk the Eminem MGK beef. Just see what she thinks about it.
What's her thoughts about porn and her thoughts about the beef between MGK and Eminem?
Like that's what we're gonna do, Elmo. That's a
delicious
Alma.
Combination.
You tell Alma, bro. That's what we're discussing on that Simple Sunday, right? But god damn it, this is none of those shows. This is the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour, and over here we try to find out what is and is not triple F rated. Yeah, and I'd like to say that the selection this month, I thought it was excellent. I did. My wife hated them all.
Shell ain't no horror fan, and she don't like our choices.
Yeah, we had hella good choices this month.
We had good ass choices. How did she not like all three?
You know, I don't. Here, let's address it one at a time, and then we'll start really our breakdown.
We address it to the elephant in the room.
All right. Yeah. No. All right. First off, let's start with. First off, I want to address. Like, we're going to start theming these monthly shows, ladies and gentlemen. It's like we're not going to have such sporadic, like, we're going to do a classic films episode, we're going to do foreign films, and as opposed to being divided, like, each episode will be focused on one particular genre of horror films. But in this, we've got a genre, or three complete different genres. One of them being a classic horror film, that being Puppet Master. She don't like puppets. All right? And then the foreign film, that being Inside. She was working on the website. She was working on the website. So I honestly think if she sat and watched that one, she may enjoy it.
No, it was a good-ass movie.
Yeah, that was a good-ass movie.
Inside was excellent. And then the other being Slither, which is a comedy
2006.
horror film. Yeah, that's a comedy horror film, I would say.
Damn, how did
I
you
love
get
it.
8 dislikes?
I don't know.
We got 8 dislikes.
Michael Rooker was the shit in that, man. I don't know what her fucking problem was, right? But she said she preferred The Babysitter, which we'll get to that down the line on the No Fucks Given Hour, ladies and gentlemen. I motherfucking promise you, right? But, fuckers, right now, fuck this. We're going to start this goddamn show and be like, Puppet Master? Yeah, that's a classic.
Classic. Which took me a fucking while just to find this bitch on the fucking internet.
Do you guys realize they are still putting out Puppet Master films?
Yeah, that series has gone on way too friggin' long.
Too long.
Okay. Now, to that note, I just want to say the most recent Puppet Master film is The Littlest Reich. Which, yes, it is exactly what the fuck you think it is. It's the puppets and they're Nazis, and it's The Littlest Reich. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I kind
Because it was during like the. Yeah, because they were doing this during the World War II era type shit.
No. This film is set in modern era.
All right.
Yeah, and one of the main actors in that film, because I didn't get a chance to watch it all, I only kind of caught bits and pieces of it. I mean, I did watch all the other 3 films that we're actually reviewing, but that one I kind of caught pieces of it here and there. But one of the main actors is, I think, Dingle from Ringo 911, dude with the short shorts, right?
Yeah.
He's the main character in The Littlest Reich. I just thought that was fucking hilarious. All right? I really did. But I will say, man, with this, like, first off, dude, this is, I don't understand. My wife's just like, I don't like puppets. I'm like, you like Chucky. She's like, what's different? No, they're both toys coming to life to kill people. What's the fucking difference?
He's a doll and they're puppets.
Yeah.
No.
There's a difference. There's a difference between a stuffed doll and puppets, because Chucky doesn't have the strings and the puppet has the strings.
Hey, but I've seen Chucky dolls you could shove their hand up their ass and make them a puppet, haven't you?
Yeah, Puppet Master is way creepier than Child's Play, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's like the dolls, the puppets of themselves look hella sinister and everything. That's very crazy looking than Chucky.
Yeah, there's definitely like rewatching this. There's some stuff that I still actually find kind of creepy, which is really harder to do later in life when you rewatch horror movies you saw as a kid. You rewatch them, but there are like some scenes I was like, wow, that was still pretty friggin' creepy.
Well, like,
and the way how they have the puppets like all move around like realistic wise and everything, that's more creepier.
Yeah, and the claymation work in this film is excellent, because I mean that's what they did in the original Puppet Master. Anyways, that's what most of the close-up work was done with. There was a lot of claymation. You can tell that if you watch a lot of film and a lot of claymation. I don't think it's hard to notice that, oh, well, that's clay, you know. Which, whatever, if it's done right, fucking A. I mean, Jason and the Argonauts, you know what I'm saying, from way the fuck back in the day. That shit was done.
I miss claymation like that, yeah.
Dude, yeah, I think my wife hates that part, and she just...
Lando is right. Chucky movies are way more humorous than the Puppet Master movies.
Yeah,
definitely. There's definitely more of a horror comedy element when it comes to the Child's Play series.
Because think about...
I think they won...
He is totally right, though, but think about how Puppet Master starts out. A motherfucker commits suicide to get a bunch of people to come to a death trap.
Yeah, because the Nazis break into his door and everything and try to kill him.
Yeah. The original Puppet Master, like, one thing I really like the way Puppet Master was filmed, and like I love the black and white film noir cut, like, you know, scenes in the dream sequences, and I don't know, I was watching Puppet Master, and I'm like, this movie was actually pretty fucking classy and artistic. I didn't really notice that, like, you know, I didn't notice that when I was a kid, because you don't give a shit about that stuff when you're a kid. But yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, wow, the cinematography and the way it's filmed and directed is actually really impressive. It's a movie that even is visually impressive before the scary shit happens, if that makes sense.
Oh no,
exactly.
I fully agree, but I want you to look, like, I want you guys both think about the statement that Elmo just made, and then realize the most recent one was called The Littlest Reich, and realize how unclassy those motherfuckers went in the long run of things.
Yeah, there's not very many, well, one thing I was looking at the history of, like, Full Moon Productions, because they're not really the film company that did Puppet Master. They're not really notorious for having the best movies ever, and it's like, I really kind of feel like they're kind of a one-hit wonder of Puppet Master was the only one that, like, left any real mark in the history of horror. It's like, what else do they got? Like, Demonic Toys and the Evil Bong series, you know?
Right. And fuck that, like, the Evil Bong, this shit is just...
It's like you want to commit suicide after you're done watching it.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible, and we will never review it. I swear to God. If either of y'all ever pick that, I will cancel this fucking show. You all have tortured me enough. If you want to go torture... Alright, that's fine, but I swear to God, we can do weed horror films on a couple months from now, whatever. But if anybody picks that... I don't know. No, actually, I don't want to do weed horror films. Have you seen many weed horror films, babe?
They're never any good.
Yeah, no, they can do that shit on traumatize a rapper. I've had enough of these motherfuckers trying to traumatize me. What the fuck? Can we just not do weed horror films? Oh my God.
There is a horror movie called Halloween.
I've literally never watched that because of the title. I think I flipped by it on like Amazon, on like Prime or Netflix or something, and I was like, yeah, you know, I think I'm good. I don't think I have any reason to watch a movie with this name.
It's more like a comedy horror. Just like I wouldn't say horror, just comedy. With, you know how they do a scary movie, how they throw in like fucking scenes from other classic horror movies, but turn into a comedy and shit like that. It's pretty much like that. You know what? We should review that scary movie series.
Oh, yeah, look, that is, like I said, we're going to start theming the shows, and we're definitely going to, at some point, get to comedy horror films. And yeah, if one of us doesn't pick that fucking movie, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with all three of us. That's a classic comedy scary, or a comedy horror film.
Yeah, well, I want to ask, which puppet do you think was the scariest in the Puppet Master?
I'll say, I forgot his name. The one with the black trench coat, the
Blade.
black eyes, and the hook hand.
It's fucking Blade, Chuckles.
Blade.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was my favorite. Blade is my favorite.
That's why I love you, Headhunter. Because, for real, that is the dopest of all the puppets.
He's more eviler than the whole group itself. Blade is the best.
Yeah. I just love that it's fact that his name is Blade. It's so odd to me because, like, I think Blade,
that's the original Blade before Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, but no, that is also Blade. That was the first Blade ever on fucking in a movie. It was in 1989, and it was a small ass puppet with a knife for a hand.
To me, Blade is the coolest, but the scariest. The puppet that scared the shit out of me as a little kid was the fucking leech puking out of the puppet. I don't know what it is, but when I saw that when I was young, that shit traumatized me.
Oh, Leech Woman? Yeah, Leech Woman, the one she vomits leeches over Frank's body and drains him out of his blood. Oh.
Dude, well, I saw that when I was young, and that scene, I just, like, I had trouble going to sleep after that, you know?
You have nightmares of puppets vomiting leeches over your face?
I mean, that's fairly totally understandable. And yeah, I mean, if we're talking scariest, like Blade is definitely the coolest puppet. And I mean, I've watched a lot of the Puppet Master, the Puppet Master films. I really think he is just the coolest puppet in that entire series. But scariest? Man, the one with the fucking 3-level face that spins the fuck around and his facial expression changes?
Jester.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah, that one's pretty creepy.
Yeah, Jester, the one that makes his face turn around in, like, different diagonals. Yeah, he was crazy.
Like, dude, you're a piece of wood. How the fuck is your facial expression changing? I need an answer.
That's scary.
Yeah. Because in that, then there's some kind of magic. And that's the other thing I'd kind of forgotten about this film series. It was very mystic in the fact that almost every character had some kind of otherworldly power as far as, you know, magical. Whether it was like the girl who could touch an item and just know that item's history. The dude that fucking... We all know Elmo loves toes, Kurt. I don't know why the fuck... I mean, he does.
There's Pinhead. Yeah, Pinhead with a drill in his head.
Did you just... Elmo... Chuckles... Lando just asked... Puppet Master Blade versus Wesley Snipes Blade. Who wins?
Is that a question, Elmo, Lando, that you need to tell yourself?
I don't know how to answer that. That's one I would have to literally sit down and think about it for a while. But I feel like after the show, I won't be thinking about that anyway.
Well, just like
right.
I mean, I don't think they would ever encounter like, so what? Blade just suddenly gets a fucking hard on for Blade. I mean, it would have to be the puppet going after Wesley Snipes, because I don't think a vampire hunter is going to be like, you know what I want to hunt down? Some little killer puppets. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Or you could say like Blade the puppet will probably kill the Blade Sticky Fingers version in a quick second, and I love Sticky Fingers. Shouts.
Wait. One thing I want to say about another scene in the movie is the dinner table is that one chick talking to the widow. Man, she was fucking mean.
She was an asshole.
I was like, damn, she just like, her husband just died and she's just at the table just saying the meanest shit possible. I was like, oh my God.
This is like in real life, you be saying that type of shit, I would get off the chair and just slap the shit out of you. It's like, that's your fucking disrespectful cunt.
I mean, and then they go to...
Oh, go ahead, Emma.
Then they go to the dude's coffin and they just like, they want to see if he's dead. They just stick this giant needle and they're just like, well, yep, dead as a doornail. Like, damn.
All right.
Fucking assholes, man.
First,
yeah.
I just want to point out to the meat sack of doom, no, the Greasy Strangler would not fuck up either Blade. I'm sorry. I think he would, and Elmo, you can say what the fuck you want, but I think either Blade would kill the Greasy Strangler.
I'm on you on that side, Factor.
Thank you, Chuckles. Thank you.
I still never watched Blade.
Moving on before we're about to fire Elmo off the show.
I'm about to for that goddamn stuff. How the fuck? You know what? All right. You know, on to back.
Move along before we fire Elmo off this show.
back to Puppet Master before Elmo gets his ass fired for saying he ain't even seen one of the things that started the modern.
Never seen the 3 trilogies.
Like, that's what started the modern fucking era of comic book movies, man. Fucking Elmo, god damn it. Whatever. All right, but back to the cinematography of Puppet Master. I just gotta say, lots of tits, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of nudity.
Oh, yeah.
There's quite a bit. And the other thing I love, because you say the scariest puppet to you, Elmo, is the leech, the chick that spits out leeches.
Leech woman.
Before they really show that character, them puppets get all kinds of pervy.
Oh yeah, the puppets are watching them fuck, and they're doing all the kinky stuff. They're just looking through the doorknob, just being like,
yeah. Oh, I've never seen that position before.
Oh, gravy. Hey, gravy guy. The diss, we save that for the end. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to hang around through all this absurd fuckery, and then you'll hear that track, and you'll find out if indeed that gentleman's beard is weird. All right?
Yeah.
The weird beard. Beard is weird. Weird beard.
Weird beard.
Weird beard.
Weird beard.
Weird beard. I have a weird beard while I'm drinking beer. We have freaky fucked up fear that'll bring you tears.
To your beard.
Back to fucking Puppet Master. Jesus, we're not even gonna get through the fucking first movie before we get through a goddamn hour at this rate. I do love though, like I said, if you look at this film, it's one of those films I think is I don't understand how my wife, I don't understand how she does not appreciate this film, because I mean it's a hell of a story.
Puppets, that's why.
It's really just the puppets, and she can't take the fucking puppets, ladies and gentlemen. They throw her
I think
off.
we just found the deepest fear that Shell has is puppets.
Some people hate clowns. I hate puppets.
That's actually, she told me that, Chuckles, while I was checking This Is Funny, and she was still working on the website. Check out NoFucksGivenRadio.com, ladies and gentlemen. My wife just did all kinds of work. You can go to the interview section now and click a letter, and it will show everybody we interviewed under that letter, whether they were on Aliens Ain't My Broadcast, the No Fucks Given Hour, fucking the Rap Affiliates, fucking Blood Beyond the Map, whatever show they were on. You can click that letter and find them if you know who the fuck you're looking for. Look, Gravy Guy's just hyped for beef. Everybody's hyped for beef, man. Everybody wants to know how fucking weird the beard is, for real. Everybody's like, how weird is the beard? How
weird is the beard?
Yeah. We're gonna get to how
Talk
weird
to me,
the beard is.
motherfucker. I want to know.
I promise. We got 3 movies we're gonna get through. I think we might almost already be through Puppet Master. Hopefully, maybe. And then,
pretty
and then
soon.
the wife said-
Before my last comment is the two scenes that I thought were the creepiest. Anything with Leech Girl ruined my life. And then there's that like the 3 heads on a bed. You know what I'm talking about? It opens up and there's like the severed heads just looking at him. I don't know. That was creepy as fuck. But
yeah, that scene right there. I really love that scene. That was the most scariest part in the whole movie.
I had seen that movie when I was like, I had forgotten about that scene, and it like re-scared me. So good job, Puppet Master, on that. So that's about
it's all
the last
coming back
thing.
at me again.
So that's my last thing on Puppet Master. So
I just love how the whole point of that shit was it's all about being immortal. Like, that motherfucker shot himself to cause a death trap to all the people he associated with, to get them there, to murder all those motherfuckers so he could make himself immortal. And had killed. I think the thing I love is how this fucking story flips back on itself, as this dude had killed the actual Puppet Master, the guy that actually made all the puppets, Blade, Leash Girl, all, like, the person, the jester, the guy that made all them. That guy killed the original Puppet Master. And then when those puppets realized that's all you want and you're a fucking asshole, man, 1 fucking minute, motherfucker, and they just kill him.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he started being a dick to the puppets at the end of the movie. I was like, wait, I thought those were your boys. What's wrong with you? Well, you getting too big for your hood, man? Like,
he didn't want to be immortal, I guess.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, those are your homies. What the fuck? Why'd you turn on your homies? Yeah, they're shorter than you. It doesn't mean you have to be a dick.
I love where you.
It just builds up to the point when you get noticed more. It's just like the music business, my friend. The more you get big, you just gonna cut down your homies that helped you in the way back.
Man, that's shady, man. If I ever have a goon of little puppets to help me, I'm bringing those. I'm bringing those puppets with me when I climb to the top. When I'm immortal, my homies are coming with me. We squad.
Fuck yeah, that's what's up.
Fucking A.
Especially if one of them is as cool as Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You don't fucking diss down on Blade. What the fuck?
Yeah, Blade's the homie.
Respectful piece of shit. But yeah, man, I will say, like, this is a classic, and it's a fucking film that started a series of films that, I mean, they just released one this year in 2018, that being The Littlest Reich. They've got Outlandish.
Dude, they need to stop.
Yeah.
They really need to stop with these series already.
Man.
I'm sorry, but they need to stop.
But give them credit, man. They're still making money.
Making money, but still, it's like, leave the classics be. It's like, we already got, like, they made a second and third. They just stop at the third. Don't keep making more of these movies.
It's the only film series where I'm like, God, that makes me want to watch, like, Friday the 13th after, like, part 4 or something, you know?
or even Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, go back to the whole series again.
I mean, that's the problem, I think, with a lot of horror films, though, is they really carry them on too long. But this film, in my opinion, will always be a classic horror film. And look, I'm going to catch a lot of fucking hate for the comment that I'm about to say, and this is the final comment I have on this, in my opinion, classic horror film, Puppet Master. Look, if you want to talk about horror films with toys, fuck Chucky. Watch Puppet Master. That's my opinion. All right? Chuckles, final thoughts on this particular classic?
Yeah, this is what, to me, I feel like this was the only puppet movie that was more scarier than Child's Play, 100%. If you love creepiness and puppets and all that, puppies, why the fuck I say puppies? But anyways, yeah, definitely check this movie out for sure. Like, that's my opinion for this movie.
And look,
yeah, I would say.
No, wait, hold on, man, because we gotta rate this too. I'm sorry, I just gotta say, look, Chucky is a puppet. If you shove your hand up his ass and make his mouth move, which wouldn't be that difficult. Man, he's a fucking puppet. He's just a puppet that was electronic. He was a puppet to a tape recorder. That's what that doll was.
Before the ratings, my final thoughts, I just want to say this is actually the only like evil toy movie that ever really, evil toy doll or whatever movie that I actually found scary and is a solid movie. So that's just, I don't know. It's the only one that I was like, I never got scared of any of the Chucky movies. Like, Chucky isn't scary to me. He's kind of like funny. Like, you know, he's kind of like, I don't know, like, he's kind of got that Freddy Krueger humor thing going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it was around that era that everybody would want to do that kind of Freddy Krueger humor, except for like Jason and Michael Myers.
Well, keeping all of that in mind, gentlemen, I propose you one last question about this film. Is it triple F rated?
I'll say 2F rated.
What 2?
I'm gonna give it 3.
And Fear.
Wait.
There were some fucked up. There were some fucked up parts where it did show some fucked up parts, but for me, it was more like the freaky and the fear, because the puppets will scare the living shit out of you, and are freaky.
I give it 3 for ruining my childhood. I could not sleep after that leech chick, dude. Those fucking leeches out of her mouth. I could not sleep that first night I saw it. And I was watching it, and I was just remembering like how fucked up. It was like making me feel creeped out thinking about how traumatized I was.
Damn. And Lando gave it 3 Fs too. He says it's triple F rated. And honestly, Elmo, you made me think back, and I remember when I initially watched this. This shit was some scary ass shit. So yeah, it definitely brought the fear.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know how the fuck you say this movie wasn't fucked up, Chuckles. Like,
it was fucked up. I was saying it's like, to me, in my personal view, it was like more like that fear, because they kind of did scare the shit out of me with them puppets and shit. Who wouldn't get scared of that shit?
All right, but you're saying it's fucked up, right?
All right, since y'all convinced me, I'll give it a triple F rating.
I'm just having to say, like, because like those are the 2 I was gonna go with. I wasn't gonna go with the fear because I was watching it as an adult now, but remember watching it when I was a kid. God damn, ladies and gentlemen, that shit is hashtag triple F fucking rated for real. Like, and it's a classic at that. Go check out Puppet Master if you have not fucking seen it.
Yeah, I'll give it triple F rated.
Oh yeah, don't. She's fucking with me. Like, did you do that? I'm like, yeah, I did that. Yeah. So for real, triple F rated Puppet Master, the original. If you want to go check out the whole series, first off, good luck finding it all. I don't even know how many fucking movies there are anymore. And secondly, I don't think I'd go past the 6th one at best. I'm not even sure I'd go that far, really. Right? So let's get the fuck. Wait, hey, wrong button. Ah, shit. Too many.
Since Elmo has a fear with leeches, now we're gonna go on to the next movie.
Wait,
leeches are fucking scary.
You're really gonna give me shit about the way I tilted that fucking word? Oh, god damn it! We're gonna get on to leeches. So, Chuckles, introduce your selection.
All right, so this one, since me and Elmo were like between like the mid 2000s in a way, so I decided to go before or after 2005. Let's go down to 2006 in my middle school years, and that is Slither. Oh yeah. So anybody doesn't know about Slither, Slither is a science fiction comedy horror film that was done in 2006, and it has the homie Michael Rooker. Shout out to Michael Rooker, who was in that movie, along with Elizabeth Banks, Greg Henry, and Nathan Fillion. It's about a movie where a meteor crashes onto the Earth, and it spreads open like this type of like Martian or alien type thing that just like forms leeches and makes them disgusting and all that.
It's from outer space. It's not a Martian.
Look, yeah, same difference.
We're getting real technical over here. No,
look at cocksucker.
Oh, get out of the way. Oh my
We're
god!
Gonna start off this,
man. I had to. I'm sorry.
Dude, the dialogue in this movie is
Oh my
amazing. Like,
I love it.
It's one of those movies that I just want to like watch again and like take a bunch of notes on how many fucking awesome quotes this movie has.
Yeah, because it starts off like in South Carolina, and it's like huge, 100% redneck town, and their mayor or something like that legit is a complete fucking douchebag piece of shit asshole. It's fucking funny as shit. The moment you get to the town, you're always like beeping at somebody in the back of the car, say, "Get the fuck out of the way, cocksucker!"
I love
and then
somebody's
looks over,
initials.
and then looks over at a mother and a child. Oh, hey Mary, how are you doing? They walk away. Oh, fuck that vote, and drives off.
Right.
I love the quote, "Your name's BM like a piece of shit."
That's one thing about this movie right off the bat. First off, Lando, you need to watch this, bro. I don't know how you haven't seen this fucking movie. It's
Lando, please watch this movie. Please watch Slither. You'll fucking love it, dude.
And you
I
would
feel
have found
like,
that Martian
this
thing I
movie
did earlier fucking funny too. God damn it, because this film is quotable as fuck. I mean, it is.
It is.
I love also when it's like it's Michael Rooker. He first gets the slithers inside him, and he's just like meat, and then he's just going in and like buying like hella steaks. I love that part.
I like how his character too was. He looks like this like husband who legit beats his wife and shit, like that type of shit. Like, you better stay the fuck away from my wife type shit.
Look,
Yeah,
I got a lot of love for Michael Rooker as an actor, from the shit he did in Mallrats to his part in The Walking Dead, all well. And this is, I think it's another role he played really well. But and look, like, and for the Matt Martin when he did Guardians of the Galaxy, but please don't come fuck me up if you hear me say this, Michael Rooker, because I'm probably pretty sure you could. I don't give a fuck that you're like twice my age. You could probably whip my ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking, he plays a really good asshole.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
In fact, the nicest character he's played was actually Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. That's the nicest guy he's played.
That, like, the only nice, like, plus he was a serial killer, was actually this real serial killer in real life.
Yeah, because like even in like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer is like the only role he's pretended to be nice, but that was so he can kill people.
Exactly.
Damn, man. First off, Lando. What kind of fucking Chuckles? This motherfucker says if he watches it, he wants your album for free.
All right, he's like, yeah, that's gonna happen. All right.
Like, we're recommending you a great film, something that Lando, I will almost guarantee you'll enjoy. And this motherfucker's like, hey, I'll watch that great film if you give me free music. Bro, listen to the radio. I guarantee I'm going to make him give it to me for rotation. You know that's got to be in rotation, bro. Because he's actually coming up for an interview on Oh, that's not on the calendar yet. It's fucking like sometime next month. It's 25th, bro? Is that right?
Hey, the 25th, I will be back on the No Fuck Given Hour to review A Mind of Evilness, which will be coming out on Halloween. So be sure to be on the lookout for that shit.
Real quick, let's point out though, he'll also be on the No Fucks Given Hour this Thursday, but he'll be on the next week, and the next week, and the next week. It's just that time he's gonna be a guest, which, bro, that's gonna be fucking weird. I gotta box you, but that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna fucking get somebody to help me with that, but we'll get to that shit later. Back to this quotable ass movie, you bunch of fucking cocksuckers.
Well, it's just a bee sting.
Oh man.
This fucking movie. Like, I don't even. You know, another thing I found really odd. Like when Rooker walks up to that and he initially gets infected. Can't tell me that wasn't a reverse alien moment. Like
it was.
It's supposed to.
They're
come
like a
out.
reverse alien moment, yeah.
It looked like a chest burster, but being like, you know what? I'm just not ready yet.
No. Meat.
Like his chest is all pulsating and rotting and shit's coming out of it. He's like, it's just a bee sting.
Yeah, it's just like a bug bite. That's one thing I love about this movie. I love how gross they went far throughout the whole entire movie. When he started transforming to like this big, huge, like leech type monster.
And was
squid.
also the basement full of cut up animals. That was pretty fucking gross. I remember, I was like, oh, and I'm just imagining how bad that fucking must have smelled.
Smell was. I can imagine the smell.
No, man, all them poor dogs and cats and shit, man. Like, just like, man, he killed a lot of neighborhood fucking pets. Like,
yeah,
unacceptable. I just like villains, man, and it's funny the guy that was the police chief, and honestly, I think of him more as the guy from Serenity and the series that movie was based off of that I can never remember the goddamn name of. I'm sure I'm gonna catch shit for that from somebody, especially considering the nerd I consider myself, and I can't remember the fucking name of the series that Serenity came from. But whatever. I think it's funny he ostensibly played the same character but a non-sci-fi version in this film and was allowed to say fuck.
Right? He never said fuck in any movies that he's done except for this movie.
Yeah, but he said it a lot. Like,
one kill I love is like when the monster, when he's all fucking blobby and just splits the dude in half. I was like, that is badass.
Yeah, that scene was fucking fantastic.
And that's another thing about this film that I love is its use of the mix of practical and CGI. Like,
yeah, the gorier the better for it.
It was done really well, though. Like, there are parts of this film, honestly, that make me think of John Carpenter's The Thing at points, like with the transformation of Michael Keaton's character. It really brings the Thing to mind, and they did it really well because they didn't try and just, hey, we're gonna CGI all this shit. No, they put there is a shitload of practical effects in that movie. I don't like it's a lot, you know, and they were able to blend them really well with the CGI to where, I mean, if that movie came out today, I would not be upset with the production value, which is impressive. This is from 2006.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah. So the chickie chains up into into the shed and then turns into a blob. Smash her pass.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started with that shit. You know what's so funny? When I first saw that scene, I literally almost threw up while watching this in the movie because it got so gross to the point where she was like a big, huge blob of flesh, and she said, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you have me a little piece of that possum right there?"
I'm so hungry.
All right. No.
I can never imagine how someone would be so fucking hungry.
All right. First off, I want to say, apparently, Lando, apparently Chuckles, apparently you and Lando are boxing because of the shit you said, right? But, Elmo, me and you's gonna box for that shit. Pastor Smash, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I wouldn't even smash her even if she was in her normal fucking form. Also, she was watching the Toxic Avenger before she was got leech inside of her fucking, well, actually leech semen inside of her.
I do love that they were watching that. Yeah. Hey, look, you can check out all of us fucks reviewing that too on a past episode of the No Fucks Given Out. Lando said he'd smash though. Not surprising me.
I don't know, Lando. She's not Asian.
No,
that's the one. Look,
probably has the Lyme disease. You know, the Lyme disease is when you pick up deer shit and you take a sandwich and you wash your hands. That's Lyme disease.
And that's what gives you the squid arm. Yeah. The squid arm. Yeah. I love how they do that, though. And then fucking, like, he splits old boy in half, and then they just cut to 3 days later. What the fuck?
Right? 3 days later, like, what the hell just happened in the past 3 days?
Okay, this is not even a horror scene in the movie, but my favorite scene in this movie is the Mr. Pibb freak out.
Right? You didn't pack the Mr. Pibb? First we got leeches everywhere, you got all the people going fucking nuts, and there's no Mr. fucking Pibb? That's the only Coke I like.
It's like, it's the only fucking cola I drink or something like that.
And I guess this is like, it amazes me. I swear I'm going to get you to sit and watch this one day. I'm going to make sure I'll watch this for all y'all out there. I am. Because there's so many fucking great lines, like him flipping out over that. And then like when they're, well, we got to find that girl. Man, that'd be fine, like finding a needle in a fuck stack. First off, what's a fuck stack?
I have no idea. That was so funny, dude. He was making me laugh throughout the entire movie. Praise Jesus? Man, this is beyond fucking Jesus and all kinds of shit. You see shit like that?
I want to like record, like get a bunch of samples from that movie and just throw them into random songs I record. Like there's so many cool quotes in that.
You have to, right? You think he was pretty much like roasting throughout the entire movie with bad, funny ass quotes.
Yeah, whoever wrote the dialogue, whoever the script writer of this, congratulations. That is like up there. Like this shit is like the fucking Anchorman of horror movies.
Well, now, I can't believe neither of you acknowledged who the writer and director of this film was.
Yeah, James Gunn.
Yeah, the guy who's responsible for fucking Guardians of the Galaxy and shit.
Oh shit.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, James Gunn. Yeah, he was the one that did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, as well as Scooby-Doo. He did the 2004 version of Dawn of the Dead. I mean, I can't believe neither of you fucking caught, especially you, Elmo. That amazes me. That straight up fucking amazes me.
And Tyler Bates did the music too.
Let's see. There you go. Oh yeah, he's worked on a Trauma film as well. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, Thor: The Dark World. Oh shit, he was in. Yeah, I mean this motherfucker. Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, he also did. He also did Citizen Toxie, The Toxic Avenger 4.
One of the worst Toxic Avenger films, by the way. I'm sorry.
Melvin Goes to Dinner. The Tromaville Cafe. Yeah, I mean he's sincerely. So is James Gunn. I mean he's done a shitload of work. If there's anybody watching and you haven't seen like what I mean, he did Thor: The Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, Avengers: Infinity War, Doctor Strange. Like, he's worked on a lot of fucking movies, you know?
Making that money.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to him. And shout out for the fact that he was willing to put out a film this crazy. Because a lot of motherfuckers, especially anybody that was conservative, would watch this and probably be like, that is the most offensive thing I've ever saw in my life. I just can't deal with it. Like, I could see this film getting that fucking response.
A friend was telling me, and don't quote me on this, but apparently he like, I don't know, he got like blacklisted from Hollywood for some fucked up jokes he made in like the early 2000s. I don't really know much about the history of that, but a friend told me that, and I was like, damn, people are hella sensitive now.
Right.
I cannot.
I think you know what's so funny. I think James Gunn really threw it in the Toxic Avenger scene as a tribute because he's worked with Toxic Avenger in the trilogies. I think that was kind of like an Easter egg.
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly think because he's done quite a bit of work with just trauma films, period. I think he probably picked that one because it's the most well-known trauma film out there. Would be the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna want to give them any kind of spotlight in a film that's getting a way higher or a way bigger audience, I think that's what you would want to pick. And I mean, shout out to him for doing that and being able and acknowledging where the fuck he came from. Now all I want is like, you know, Rocket Raccoon to be sitting watching Slither in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I am Groot. Yeah, that was a fucked up scene, wasn't it?
That shit would be epic. I would love it. But yeah, no, I mean, and then old girl pops, and this movie definitely lives up to its name in Slither, because Jesus.
Yeah, it's a gross one. It really slithers, and some of the effects, it definitely does a great job on the whole gross out factor, which is something you'd want from a movie called Slither. Because when I hear the word slither, it's kind of a gross
It sounds
sounding word.
disgusting.
So,
Yeah.
it's like nothing. You don't really see anything adorable slither. You always think of like a worm or a maggot.
Like, and we do like some crazy fucked up songs, and we hardly use the word slither. It's like, ew, that's fucking gross.
Yeah, like if I heard a track called Slither, like I would expect it to be really
disgusting.
Yeah, like just flat, disturbing as fuck. Like what the fucking fuck did I just listen to? I do love though. This is you see the fucking worms come out and they start infecting people, and this is where, in my opinion, it gets a little zombie. But I
in a way, yeah.
Yeah. I like it. It's kind of like there was like 4 different horror films, or 4 different horror genres in one film. Because you got the sci-fi aspect, you got the zombie aspect after all these slugs get out and they start infecting people, and then you got the comedy aspect and the fact that it's just fucking hilarious. So I guess only 3. My bad. But I love then they go up to the
hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking hardcore. There you go. 4th one. Thank you, Chuck.
It's just hardcore.
Yeah. That bitch is, dude, that's exactly. Hey, how'd you know that was where I was going?
Yeah, I just fucking love that quote. It's just hardcore.
But no, fucking. Oh no, okay, not that part. You skipped ahead, damn it. But I'm talking about another bitch that's hardcore.
Yeah, one of the girls. Yeah, I forgot what her name was. She was in the bathtub, and one of the slugs like legit goes inside the tub and almost gets inside of her mouth, and she could see like what's going on with the atmosphere of this bug, that they're like these sort of like monsters from outer space that take over planets and worlds, and it goes on to the next.
Yeah, and I like the flashes in that. I also like the ode to Ed or to Freddy in that bath scene, or in the bathtub scene. Like, that was a Nightmare on Elm Street influence right there. Yeah, and it was very well done, in my opinion. But I just gotta say, man, hair curler for the win.
It just looked like a pop like blister when they fucking fry it up.
Yeah. And that bitch definitely is hardcore. I love that. Old girl comes out. I'm gonna stab this motherfucker with a sign.
In the throat. Bitch is hardcore.
I mean, I guess that's where you'd have to stab him, technically. You know what I mean? As far as
they didn't really give like a dialogue of how to kill the bugs. Like either you shoot in the head or shoot in the chest, it'll still die either way.
Well, I mean, it's not, but they don't die when you shoot them in the head, because if you noticed, old boy got shot in the head, and the thing squirmed the fuck off.
Yeah, one thing I think it was the scariest part was when the slugs take control of the bodies. It's actually, they talk just like Grant, because Grant's controlling them to talk for them.
No. Chuckles, the scariest part was the deer's revenge.
Oh, when the deer turned into the fucking monsters itself, like, oh my god. That big ass giant deformed deer.
That shit was priceless.
And they say, oh, you know, I'm gonna reverse that story what you told me, right? Is that I'm gonna be saying I saved you from the deer.
Oh, your friggin' deer is weird. Weird deer.
Because he's trying to be the hero and shit, and he got saved by her and shit. So I'm gonna reverse the story, right?
Such a dick thing to say.
Right?
I will say though, can I just acknowledge the mayor in this? Like, one, man, there's a moment where you're like, man, that mayor's got balls, and then there's another moment where you're like, man, that mayor's got vomit. And there's another moment where you're like, man, that mayor's got survival instinct. And there's another moment you're like, that mayor's got pregnant.
Where you going, cocksucker? Where you going, pussy? You afraid? Psychology.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, you're gonna fucking yell at the giant monster slug Slither that used to be your fucking a citizen of your town thing, just like, you fucking cocksucker.
What are you, a pussy? What are you afraid? Psychology.
Dude, look, all I got to say, if y'all have ever heard the drops on No Fucks Given Radio, expect to hear some drops sampling Slither here soon. I'll be doing that.
I'm just saying that shit too.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that shit in a couple drops here and there coming up here pretty soon. But yeah, then the mayor gets pregnant, and then he gets dead real fucking quick after he gets pregnant.
Right? It's like, please shoot me, please. He just kills him without any hesitation.
I mean, he was a dick, and you know the situation. Why would you hesitate?
Right? He ain't coming back from that shit.
You know, I'll tell you the one thing that I'm like, damn, about this film is he's like, I've been here for 1 billion years. Like, this creature's 1 billion fucking years old.
Well, it was an alien. It's like it travels from world to world, eating planets and things that are living.
That was just crazy. They gave it that kind of longevity. I don't. Man, I'll let you break down the end of this, Chuckles. It was your choice, as much as I fucking want to, because I love the end of this. That was goddamn genius.
All right, so they basically try to get the bomb from the police department, and he ends up failing like a dumbass that he did. So he ends up getting pregnant. But one thing is, like, he didn't officially got pregnant because you had to have 2 of the tentacles stuck into you to get full on pregnant. So he had 1 in his hand. So he puts inside of this gas tank, and it turns it all the way up, and he's all lit up in gas, and tells Starla to shoot him to finish the job. Took 1 shot, and then boom, explodes into all different types of pieces, and all the people who were infected with the leeches inside their heads, they all fall on the ground. They're all dead.
And they represented that really well, I think, as far as like when it started getting the gas, like how they, I mean, because it was a practical effect. They had that thing swelling up, and however they did that, kudos to them. But I mean, it's just all. I guess there's this part of me that's really amazed how damn good this film looked for being made in 2006, especially looking at like we recently reviewed Deep Rising, which, correct me if I'm wrong, was made around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No.
No, not around the same time. Wasn't Deep Rising in the 90s?
Deep Rising was in the 90s, and Slither was in 2006.
Yeah, so
that was like when they just started to make CGI graphics, and they were kind of bad. Yeah, so they upgraded their shit.
Yeah, so Slither is 8 years newer than Deep Rising, which is 1998. I don't know. I just guess this film really, it amazes me with how fucking good it looked. Just all around, from the practical to the digital, how well it was put together as a fucking whole, just in all aspects. Like, especially like if that shit happened in a small town, you're gonna hear like, what the fuck is going on?
You know, in a hick town in South Carolina.
Yeah, it's gonna freak you shit the fuck out. I mean, sincerely, I gotta say, my final thoughts on this film is, one, I think it's awesome that it was James Gunn, because I watch his fucking work all the time nowadays. We'll actually be getting to it in the next episode of Comic Book Oblivion, because we're going to be discussing comic book movies in film and television. So obviously we'll be discussing his work, since he's a large part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But just that it crosses like that, and he's done something to this nature where it was a great comedic horror film. I mean, kudos to him. And just the cast was great. I think it was well cast as far as
everybody was awesome.
Yeah, it's if you haven't seen this movie, yeah, go fucking see it. That's my final thought.
And if you have a weak stomach, if you have a weak stomach and you can't handle movies like Slither, then you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, or maybe horror is not the genre for you.
Just watch it on an empty stomach. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, and there was also one little scene. I think it was at the ending of the scenes. I don't know anybody else would see, but there was a cat that approaches to feed off Grant's remains and is infected by an evil parasite.
Oh yeah, no, like, real quick, let's add one final. What the fuck does James Gunn have against animals? Jesus Christ.
He apparently hates dogs and cats all combined.
I mean, he must.
And you rarely see animals get tortured and mutilated in a graphic way as possible, like humans. And this modern era, and that's now he brings it into this life.
Elmo.
Maybe he's allergic to dogs and he's sad he can't pet them, so he's expressing his frustration.
What are your final thoughts on the film now that you're going to make James Gunn look like an asshole?
Sorry, James Gunn. I know you're already having a rough time in the industry right now, but you're awesome, James Gunn. We love you. But final thoughts on the film. This is, this is probably one of the better horror comedies. I mean, this is a perfect horror comedy, and has a twist of sci-fi, and it's kind of, I don't know if you're, it almost covers like every genre of horror movies into one, and it does its job well, and it's enjoying it. It's enjoyable.
For real though, just like Elmo said, it's just like it's a full combination, all combined into one great ass film. I enjoyed it. It grossed me the fuck out the moment I first saw it when I was in middle school and shit. It literally almost made me throw up because of the fucking fat bitch scene. It was like, it was nasty as shit. But other than that though, it's like, I really love this, and this definitely deserves to be in the classic horror film comedy series.
First off, fuck you, Chuckles, for being in middle school in 2006, you asshole. Right.
Wife, okay. It's so fucking gay.
Just a random fuck off to you. Second off, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so much control of that and everything.
There are 20 people that have disliked this video. I'm curious. Are we just doing that bad of a fucking job reviewing the movies? Are you pissed that I haven't played that diss track yet? Or are you just really pissed
They're probably waiting for that diss song. The reason, like, man, fuck your guys' reviews. We just want to hear the goddamn diss song.
I just want to know. Let us know in the comments.
Most of the dislikes were before we even went on.
Apparently Demo Demon has pissed some people off. Good job, Demo. That's what we do over here at No Flux Given Radio. It's a couple other YouTubers you could ask. They're just as pissed at us. They'll hardly fucking even mention the name of the radio. Yeah, that's what's up. But fuck that shit. Let us know in the comments. What's up with the 20 thumbs down, motherfuckers? Come on. Fucking, if you can click a button, you can click a couple keystrokes. God knows you probably over there stroking your dick. That's what's up. Yeah, it's Demo Demon's haters.
They're probably one of those artists that legit tells their fans, can you all please, like, dislike the videos because we're too much of a pussies to even dislike them ourselves because it's very obvious.
Pathetic. Look, I find out somebody's talking shit, I'll go be an asshole my damn self. For real. But that's not the point of the Freaky Fucked Up Freaky Fear Hour. The Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour is to let y'all know. Was that shit triple F rated? Slither.
Triple F rated.
Damn. Chuckles said it quick. Elmo?
I gotta give it freaky and fucked up, but I was laughing the majority of the movie. I can't really throw fear at it, even though it's a fantastic movie. So I don't mean to give it a double F in a bad way, but it's still a double F.
I would say you could get it 3F rated for freaky, fucked up, and funny.
That's true. Funny was because there were so many things in that movie just making me laugh my ass off to the point to where I'm like, I want to give it the third one because it's such a really good movie.
Just give it the third one for funny.
Yeah.
There you go. Just give it the F for funny.
Yeah.
Man, god damn it. Chuckles, you made a valid argument. And I was going to agree with Elmo. This film was just way too fucking funny for me to say it brought the fear because it had me cracking up. But I'll give it it was triple F rated because it was freaky, it was fucked up. God damn. Ladies and gentlemen,
it was funny.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. Triple F rated, god damn it. Yeah, that's right. Slither, triple F rated for being freaky. Yeah. Freaky, fucked up, and funny as shit. That's what that was. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a triple F rated movie. And you heard all three of us. If you have not checked out Slither, do yourself a favor, go check it out. I mean, even if we fucking, you're like, well, they just ruined the ending. Yeah, we didn't ruin all the lines because we don't have time.
Spoiler alert.
We don't have time to ruin all the funny ass lines from that movie. It would be a fucking 3-hour show because I know we'd have to go and look up the goddamn script.
We had to go through every quote and dialogue that they put into it, and there's so much in the list we can't just say the whole goddamn quotes.
No, we're not gonna get that inside that particular film. But We will get into inside. Yeah, one Elmo.
I saw what you did there.
Choice. Elmo, tell us a little.
Okay, this movie has a very straightforward plot. At the very beginning, you see a car accident.
Wait. I just have to stop. Straightforward my ass. Continue.
Continue.
Slither just threw me the fuck off.
No, that was this plot twist, man.
Straightforward.
Like M. Night Shyamalan and shit. For real. But go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't see that coming.
You couldn't see the ending coming at the beginning?
Yeah, it
as far
showed
as
literally
that bitch
that
was doing
scene.
that for that reason, we'll get into what we're talking about here in a minute. But hell no.
Yeah, because okay. Anyway.
I didn't catch that shit at all.
Oh.
Wow, you were not paying attention, my friend.
I thought I was. I mean, I got notes and everything. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. So there is a car accident at the beginning of the movie, and first all it shows is it shows the aftermath of the wreck. There's a dead husband and a woman in the front seat who's pregnant, but her and her baby survive. And they go to the hospital. The baby's fine. She's physically okay. Obviously, she's probably traumatized as all hell. And then and then she goes back. Then when she goes back home, she is inside her house alone, very close to the time she's going to give birth, and actually refuses to have anyone over, which is kind of, I think, a strange thing to do. I thought that was a little odd, but yeah. And then a psychotic woman who, and we'll get to the plot twist in a bit, but a psychotic woman basically breaks into her house and is attacking her and trying to remove the baby from her stomach, and basically killing everyone that gets in her way, like the police and her parents, and anyone who tries to help her, anyone who tries to stop the crazy lady from taking out her baby.
Now.
Oh wait! Before we get into that dialogue, what was the reason for those fucked up nightmares before she appeared in the door?
Oh yeah! Oh, where she's like puking up milk and the baby climbs out of the throat.
Yeah, that scene. What the fuck was that?
They never did explain that.
I think that probably was like symbolizes probably her PTSD from the accident. That's what I got from it. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like, I'd be having nightmares, too, if I married someone and we're in the car and then, oh, fuck, if, like, oh, my God, my wife's dead next to me, or something like that. Like, that shit would fuck me up. I'd have nightmares, too.
Or that hallucination of her dead husband naked behind her, kissing her, and all of a sudden, plock, head smashed to the windshield.
Wait, now, let me... You guys answer this for me. I'm 90% sure, but now thinking back, I wish I'd have fucking checked the beginning of this film again. The nurse that's sitting next to her, that's a different character than the bitch that breaks into her house, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Wait, is it?
Oh, see?
No,
God
the nurse?
damn it,
No,
it just
not.
clicked in my head, and I was like, I think that might have been the same fucking person.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Okay. All right, it was not the same person. That's fine. Okay, first off, that fucking nurse is a goddamn cunt. All right.
Oh, yeah. She was awful.
Jesus
She's like
Christ.
Smoking next to a pregnant woman who just got out of a car wreck.
And
say how much of a fucking murder and a fucking pain that gave birth.
Well, that was the one thing Shell got from this. She's like, this nurse is sitting here, because she's a nurse. She's sitting here, and she's sitting next to this lady who's pregnant, about to have her child. And she's like, you have no idea how terrible it's gonna be. And my wife's like, that's the fucking worst nurse ever. Plus, she's rolling a cigarette,
was pissed
she's
off.
smoking a cigarette that looks like a joint. Y'all can't tell me that shit didn't look like a joint.
It looked like a fucking joint in a way.
Yeah, I could see anybody who's given birth watching this movie and really hating it.
Oh yeah, I just like how, and I just like how the main girl just like calls her a twat and then she walks away.
Yeah, definitely described the nurse perfectly.
Oh yeah. I think this. But you really seen the fucking twist ending of this coming, Elmo?
Yeah.
And you, Chuck? Whatever.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot. Proceed.
Okay, so anyway, and then, okay, so she's alone by herself. She doesn't want anyone to come over for some ungodly reason, even though she's, like, near breaking. I'm sorry, but wouldn't you want somebody near you if you're about to give birth, like, any time now, you know? Because she's about to
Because
pop
she's probably
at this point.
traumatized. She's like, I don't want to see anybody until I'm fully cleared up, until the time comes, in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be traumatized? You survived from a car crash that nearly killed you and your baby, and your husband was dead. Who wouldn't be traumatized?
Yeah. And then, so one part that was just really creepy is how they, how you know, they show she's just like kind of standing at the window smoking and stuff, like while it's dark, and I don't know, and then she starts taking the Polaroids. Like the first time I saw this, that was a super nerve-wracking part.
Yeah, and especially the part when she's explaining and say, "Oh, I need to use your phone because my cell phone's dead," and this, like, who in the right mind, in a way, that's kind of like a Clockwork Orange kind of reference in a way, because they did that same shit.
Yeah.
But it's still, who would you answer the door and somebody's calling behind the door saying, "Can I use your cell phone? I've been in a car wreck. I have no cell phone." You will not fucking let them in your fucking house. Are you crazy?
I don't know. I'm psychotic. Look, if it's late as fuck and you're like, really, you might be in trouble, I'll just get the machete that I keep next to my door, put it right over my shoulder, and let you in, and make you under the full impression that if you do anything stupid, I'm gonna cleave you the fucking half.
Yeah,
But
your husband's not here at the house. Your husband's dead.
Well,
That scene, though.
I'm not a small pregnant female. I'm a fucking male who's 6'2", 200 plus pounds. So, and like I said, I'd make sure I had a machete in my hand. So
yeah, and you don't have a baby that a psychotic chick is trying to remove from your stomach.
There's a lot of circumstances that she had that work very, very much against her. So in her case, fucking no, I wouldn't answer that door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was scary too, where she said, like, your husband's not here at the house, he's dead. And it's like, how the fuck did you know? Like,
yeah, super creepy.
I guess I should have picked up on it right then. The twist. I mean, whatever. Fuckers.
Continue, Elmo.
I was surprised as fuck when she said that shit. I was like, dude, what? Oh, this makes sense now. I was really confused the whole movie. Like, what is this bitch's problem? What the right fuck is this bitch's problem? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, the way she's like smoking she's in the darkness and she's behind the door until she lights up a cigarette. I feel like her whole eyes were like pitch black, like those big old eye contacts you see like Swiss has, but I thought it was kind of like that. Then she punches the door and all that, and so she calls the cops so to make sure they search throughout the whole house. And right before they were done searching, she goes to sleep. The bitch, for somehow, I don't know how it happened, she snuck inside the house, and she's standing in the middle of the doorway, just like standing still, like some crazy like paranormal activity type shit. That was so scary.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. This was a scary one.
That's a gap in the film as far as them not explaining how that bitch got in, but she also has a hell of a gap in her teeth, I just have to say.
It will explain that later on.
You know what made me really uncomfortable? In that there was a few that were really uncomfortable to watch, but oh my god, when she's just kind of like stroking the scissors down her pregnant stomach, I was just cringing so hard.
Oh no, the moment she was sniffing the freaking baby's clothes and shit. That was freaky as fuck. Like, what the fuck? This girl's psychotic until she finally gets the scissors and takes the alcohol, dips it in, and then drags it down her stomach, like you said, and it just peers into her belly button.
Yeah, that was like, I was like, I don't know, that particular, as like the Blade was like, both times I've watched it, I was like, that was somehow still nerve-wracking even the second time. It just made me hella nervous.
I was
like, how did she not feel that?
Well, no, and I would guarantee, had my wife not been working on the website, again, that's www.nofucksgivenradio.com, motherfuckers. Go check it out. You can check out all the past shows, all the shows that are currently running and all the interviews we've done. Like I said, they're archived by motherfucking letter. Really easy to find if you want to find whoever the fuck you're looking for that we've interviewed. Or you can just click a letter and click an interview and see what the fuck happens. But that definitely would have been a moment as far as when she starts to push it into the belly button and cut. And that would have made my wife's cooch hurt, as she's so fond of saying. I guarantee it would. Shell would have been over there like, this is making my coochie hurt. Because that shit was fucked the fuck up, man. She's
in the scene where they're showing inside, in the scene where they're showing the baby inside the womb, it's like feels like it was in pain while she was doing that. Oh my god, that was crazy. There's X-ray scenes and shit of the baby inside.
And I think that's the thing that like. Well, I ain't gonna say that yet because it's a bit of a spoiler, and we ain't gonna spoil it until we really spoiled it. Yeah, motherfuckers, and we're gonna get to Demo Demon's fucking diss track here in a while. I know you 20 haters out there is fucking waiting for it, right? We're gonna play it, I promise, but I'm gonna do it on my own goddamn time because this is no fucks given radio. Think we listen? We hardly listen to one another, motherfucker, right? What was we talking about?
No. So basically, she was about to stab her, like she was about to cut open her stomach, but she fought off against her, and she slices her lip with a big-ass pair of scissors, and then she runs inside of the bathroom to lock herself in and everything. Well, she smashes her head with what was it, like a lamp or something like that?
Yeah.
And then locks herself into the bedroom door, and then the girl started freaking out a bit and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, that old dude got it bad.
Oh, I think the mom got it bad too when she came inside too. Her own daughter had to kill her because she thought she was the killer and shit.
Yeah, that's some level fucked. But yeah, I'm just saying the way the old man gets killed, man. Poor fucking guy. Jesus.
Yeah, right in the
He gets stabbed in the back of his knee, gets stabbed in the balls, and then gets stabbed in the fucking head like 2 or 3 or 4 times.
Probably like the most innocent character in the movie seems to like get it the worst. Like,
no. The most innocent character in the movie was that poor black cat. What the fuck did it ever do? Why the fuck? Y'all got a problem with animals? Y'all sit here keep bringing fucking movies where animals is getting killed. What the fuck is you two fucks problems, huh?
It's like, well, it was a pain in the ass, like she said in the movie, so I'm pretty sure it deserved to die.
Remind me to never let you pet my cat, Chuckles. Like,
when I come over to your house.
Yeah, I'll be like, you stay the fuck away from Starlight, you fucking head hunting fucker.
No, I'm not. He's like, you guys are not gonna let me pet your cat nor your dog because they did mention like dead dogs and Slither, so I'm afraid.
Just stay away from my pets, Chuckles. You sick.
I wrote down a quote in the movie that I love when she's talking to the killer chick. What kind of man would fuck a maniac like you?
Oh, yeah, that scene, that was so fucked up.
I'm like, that's such a good burn. A well-deserved burn. I mean, everything she was doing was pretty horrible, but like, I was like, yes, well-deserved burn.
Can I say
I think the scariest quote was...
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
I think the scariest quote that she said to her was like, it's like when she first said, like, what do you want? Like, why me? And she said, I want one. I said, you don't want your baby. It's like, I want to protect it. And I want to have it for myself since you don't want it.
See, in this, that's why I told you to go ahead, bro, because I'm about to totally flip topic. I got to say, I've noticed one thing. Fuck you, Lando. Cats are cool. Fucking, why is it in 90% of horror films the cops suck? I will say, on this particular show, we did actually have a show, that being Slither, where the cops were, pretty effective, especially based on the fucked up situation they were dealing with. But these dipshit
They were
cops,
so stupid.
Yeah, they go in, and I will say, at least they notice, why is she not pregnant? Hey, we need to go check this out. Well, first off, why are you instantly like, bitch, who are you? Where is she? And if she doesn't answer you, fuck you, turn around, I'm cuffing you, and we're answering them front. Like, that, there should have, like, at that exact moment, they should have cuffed her. No questions asked.
They all got overpowered by this crazy bitch. Like, it's so fucking hilarious.
You know what I think was probably the dumbest move on the cops, too, that didn't make sense? They had that guy arrested in the back seat, and then the cop fucking... And then the cops take him with them to investigate, and so they want the convict to be monitored because they're afraid he's going to escape in the car. But then again, they give the convict guy a gun. I don't get that whole scene right there.
No,
you would never see a cop do that if a convict was chained to him and say, "Do you know how to use a gun? Here, you're going to help us protect you." You don't fucking do that.
I want you guys to think about this. All right, let's say we're cops, the three of us. All right, and we go in to a situation and we have a convict with us. He's fucking, you know. Right? Let me just
like, what the fuck is he gonna do?
Right? Oh, he's a suspect. Whatever. Like, Elmo, me and Chuckles go in to check this shit out, and when you come in, we're both fucking dead, and you got the convict in chains, right? And then you notice this bitch is psychotic trying to stab everybody. Why do you not just uncuff that motherfucker and go, listen, dude, here's the deal. You're going to help me deal with this, but if you try and run away, I'm going to blow your fucking kneecaps out, all right? But I need assistance because she's obviously fucking psychotic. Help me watch her back so we can save this poor innocent fucking girl, all right?
Yeah, I mean, like, it just the whole... Yeah, and also it puts you in more danger when you have to, like, have some guy chained to you.
Yeah. You know, this convict was kind of crazy. Luckily, he wasn't, but still, what if he was a fucking asshole psychopath like her? Like, they're gonna team up and shit.
Or he could be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna shoot this cop in the head and get the fuck away. Then I don't have to go to jail tonight.
wait.
But then gets killed after that.
Hey, for everybody, Shell's got a problem. We're making him guilty before he's been proven guilty. He's a suspect, not a convict. Okay. Let's get that out there. Nothing has been proven. He has not been to court. Everybody chill out. All right? Guilty? Yeah, we're all guilty until proven innocent over here. No fucks given radio. Like, fuck you, bitch. You're guilty. Yeah, or at least that's what Demo Demon said. We'll get to that in a minute, motherfuckers. All right? But, yeah, we really are making this motherfucker guilty as hell before he's even guilty. Oh, man, like, what the fuck is the logic in that, though? Like, you imagine having a dude
no logic. There was no logic.
I said, like, I would have legit, me personally, I'd have given him that shit. I've been like, listen, you got that. You could try and shoot me with it, and then you're going to be charged with murdering a cop. Or you can try and help me in this situation, and if you try and run away, I'm going to shoot you. Those are the rules. Are we cool?
No.
Well,
apparently, the cop was not cool with the suspect. He didn't unchain him and everything, so they're obviously not cool. And he's throwing up, and he's scared out of his balls and shit like that. And it's like, and the cop's like, hey, you shut your fucking mouth, and it's like, dude, you gotta straighten the fuck up, and you didn't help this girl. It's like, after what I've seen, a cop getting his face blown the fuck off and shit. That scene, though, the cop getting half of his face blown off for the gun, that was fucking awesome.
I just gotta ask.
That was badass.
Everybody, what was your favorite kill in this film? Because there were certainly quite a few very brutal, really well done ones. Whether it be that cop getting his fucking head blown off, or just the fact that the mother opens the door to her daughter and then gets a sewing needle through the fucking throat.
And her blood squirting out.
Yeah. Like, that bitch ostensibly helped cause her own demise by killing her mother.
Yeah, I would say that's probably my favorite kill, because that one, like, that was like a heart-wrenching kill, you know, just looking over, you've killed your own mother, like, accident or not, you're never going to be okay again.
Well, and
I'm an asshole because the poor guy that literally gets the brutalest death of most was my favorite kill. Because first he survived, and then she covers his face with a pillow, then stabs it through and just like steers it around his head, so make sure his brains are scraped inside with a blade until he's dead.
All I know is
that was the most brutal kill.
Lando says that Us 3 as Cops would be triple F rated horror movie.
I can't really argue with that. I think we'd be terrible at being police officers.
Well, no. Look, us as cops, like, we be the ones that were excessively violent, though. Like, first off, why is Elmo in the corner sucking that bitch's toes while Factor and Chuckles are over here hacking this dude up? It's like, well, she needed consoling because that dude was trying to rape her. So me and Chuckles are dealing with that. Well, Elmo sucks her toes to make her feel better about life.
Well, the lady that he's sucking the toes off is the suspect. So, and she's chained up with him. So yeah, she had nowhere to go.
It would definitely get really fucking weird and triple F rated.
Sucking them Hershey's chocolates in between her toes.
All right, so Elmo, you say that is the most tragic death. What do you say is the most fucked up death, though? That one as well?
Well, actually, the very last thing that happens, I think, is probably really takes the cake.
That was the fucked up one. But we're going to get to that later.
And that's like the end of the movie kill, but that is like...
So everyone agrees then that was the most fucked up kill?
Yeah, that was the last one, but we're going to get to that later on.
I was curious if that was going to be the answer.
Yes. So first there was a gun riot, like there was a gun riot just happening. So pretty much all the cops, including the suspect, are dead. And the chick is all by herself, and before they were killed, she walked inside of her bedroom, laying on top of her bed. Looked like she was dead, like the moment you see her, she's just staring at the wall. One thing was so crazy, more creepy scene was when the chick killed everybody. She goes inside the room and she just goes on top of this girl, like rubbing against her stomach, and she's like kissing her and all types of weird sexual, perverted type shit. Like, bitch, what is wrong with you? And after that, gets her lip bitten off, like half of her lip bitten off and everything. She's flying to the kitchen, and the girl is trying to escape her way down to the kitchen. She's, by far, I think she was the one who was getting fucked up more than everybody else, and still surviving. First, she gets her hands stabbed with the scissors to the wall while she was locked in the bathroom scene. Then she gets her lips slitting off, and all of a sudden she gets a fucking face with a toaster and nearly like swollen up her throat till she can't fucking breathe.
And first off, and babe, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask Shell a question, ladies and gentlemen, being that she's a nurse. This bitch has gotten her ass beat at this point, babe, right? I know she, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, she was working on the website while I was reviewing this film, so she didn't honestly get a good chance to watch it. But this chick has gotten her ass beat to the point where she needs a trach, right? Like, she needs a tracheotomy so she can breathe, right? Because her throat's been fucked up. She does it with a sewing needle and duct tape. Wouldn't she die from that?
I mean, you could attempt it in an emergency, but it probably wouldn't be successful.
Alright. She said you could attempt an emergency. It's probably not going to be successful. You'd have better luck with a pin. Yeah, and a straw. So, okay. So, when I seen that, I was like, I feel like this chick just made it to where she is going to drown in her own blood.
Yeah, at first she was gonna kill the baby in front of the girl that wanted the baby until she got hit in the fucking throat with a toaster. And after that, she leans it up against her. This is one messed up. Wasn't a kill, but this was kind of fucked up too. Was she was lighting up her cigarette, and the girl got like the spray can, and then lights it into her face, and her whole half of her face was all completely fucked up, fucking burned.
So nice. Oh, so nice. Elmo, why do you pick such fucked up films?
That's why we love it.
It's a freaky fucked up fear hour.
I mean, I love you, bro. I'm glad. Can I say, Chuckles, real quick? Can I just say, I'm glad we brought this motherfucker on as a co-host, bro. I'm
For
glad
real,
we brought
though,
this
yeah.
psycho fuck on with his foot fetish and his fucked up movies. But then again, you're the one that picked a Serbian film, so you've topped everyone. But that's besides the point. Yeah. You don't.
That was my choice.
No, that wasn't.
That was my
choice.
Chuckles.
Oh, Chuckles don't get a
Yeah, that was my choice.
Shell
But
says
in a way,
Elmo
me and Elmo
film.
kind of agreed it together in a way.
I was like, wow, Chuckles did what I didn't have the balls to do.
And
Hey,
we traumatized Spectre, so I got that win.
Hey, you know why he had the balls to do it, Elmo?
Why?
Because he's host on 4 shows. If I got rid of him, it'd be a serious goddamn inconvenience to me. And I love that motherfucker. And he knew, he's like, Factor won't get rid of me. I can pull this jackass card. So I'm going to pull this jackass card like a jackass.
And me and Elmo still talk to this day. It's like, wouldn't it be so funny, though, if we traumatized you with that film and it just literally ended the whole radio station?
Oh,
Hey, I'll be right back.
so y'all's
Okay.
point now is to get the whole fucking radio shut down.
No, it's just like, that would be funny, though, if that would have happened. I was like, oh, my God.
I will not let any director get one over on me like that, motherfuckers. What's wrong with you?
Almost. Almost.
Hey, that wasn't almost. That was, look, while the timing was very, very close, as far as from that film being reviewed and the 3 to 5 day shutdown of NFGR, whatever the fuck it was, they were not related in any way, shape, or form. They weren't. Like, they weren't. I know you guys want them to be because it is a great story. And maybe a couple years down the line, I'll just totally change my tune and be like, no, I did that shit because this motherfucker right here made me watch the goddamn Serbian film. What the fuck was that? Right? But no, honestly, not really, bro.
All right, so now moving on. So the pregnant girl wants payback. So she takes a knife and puts it against this staff or something like that. It makes it look like a spear and shit.
Ooh.
And so she has no flashlight, so she has to use her photographer. Oh, by the way, she's a photographer, by the way.
Badass
So she's
camera.
using the flash. Yeah, that's a badass camera, too.
Ooh.
So she's using the flashes to find where the chick is at. And she's in the closet hiding and everything, ready to kill her. And the chick says to her, "You're going to kill me again like last time?" And that's when we went to the flashback right here. This is where we get to the beginning where we left off. So
And this
when
is
you
where-
yeah,
this is where apparently I missed something that you guys both caught. Because in my brain, I was like, all over a fucking car wreck, and the fact that, you lost a kid, you can get pregnant again. I'm just saying. Or maybe she was so psychotic, it was really hard to get a dude to fuck her. So, that was an issue for her? I don't know. There's sperm banks, bitch. I'm just saying. But yeah, I totally missed that fucking point as far as her losing the baby, and that's why she was doing what she did to this chick.
It was more like
Over my
revenge because it was in the very, very beginning, she says, "My baby, you always be with me. I will never have anybody take you, always." And we all thought it was the pregnant girl that said that, but it was actually her that said it because back in the day, she was, well, not back in the day, but was it yesterday, right? Before the car crash happened, pretty much?
They never gave a clear definition of that I remember, as far as how far.
Yeah,
the
in a
car
way.
crash was. But it was obviously fairly recent, man. I mean, I wouldn't expected it to have been more than a week at that particular point, as far as just based on watching the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she basically kind of ruined her life because when they got into that car crash, so the baby that went face first into the screen, like you see in the intro and in the beginning where it left off, that was her baby that died in the accident. And so I feel like she wanted revenge off of her because she killed her baby in the car crash, which was accidental. It was a car crash. They never really explained, showed how it happened, but she swerved to the side, and that's when they collided. And after that, she found out who she was, where her husband was killed, and found out that this girl's depressed. She doesn't want to be with anybody. She doesn't even want to be with the child. So she was saying, since you don't want it, I'll have it.
Wait, Elmo, are you back? Hey, we got Maximus in the motherfucking house. He's getting ready to start a show soon. That's another point. He'll also be coming up Thursday on the No Fucks Given Hour with myself and Chuckles. Elmo?
Yo.
All right, I thought she was back.
I had to leave for a minute. My bad.
That was okay. You understood the whole process of what I was saying, right?
I know. I just
Yeah.
thought I heard him, so I was like, and I know yeah. I was just saying, babe, because I thought I heard him say something.
One thing was kind of confusing too, like when they were still in the darkness, the cop that we all thought was killed in the gunshot in the gun riot.
Oh my
switches
God.
up the scene, switches on the lights, and was both his eyes gone and shit like that? Like what happened?
That fool would be dead.
He should have been dead. All of a sudden, like he's blind because he has no eyes, and attacks the pregnant girl, beats the shit out of her, by the way, with a fucking nightstick because she thought it was the maniac chick, and beats her stomach with a fucking nightstick. And I was like, what the fuck?
And first off, let me
over the top.
Like, ponder this question for both of you guys. The beating this chick has received throughout the entirety of this film.
She was getting fucked up more than everybody in the movie, and I felt so bad for her.
How is this baby still okay?
Right? I thought the baby was dead because she broke her water when she was beating the shit out of her stomach and shit.
And it was all bloody and shit.
Right?
Like, that did not look good. Like, I mean, you've literally, like you said, he's been beat with nightsticks. All kinds of fucked up shit has happened to this chick. And just the general trauma and stress that she's going through, I don't understand how it cannot have a negative effect on this baby to the capacity where it would have made it to where this baby was not going to be born. I don't give a fuck.
Well, it did show like the X-ray scenes where the baby was taking damage and shit, like it was trying to break out of the womb, but I feel like it's taking damage.
That's crazy. The fucking baby scenes, man. Elmo, what the fuck? You motherfucker. Like, y'all got problems with cats, dogs, and now babies? Jesus Christ.
Man, that scene, I was, the first time I saw this movie, I was so mad that the killer won. I was
yeah.
I was so pissed that she ended up being the victor in this situation. Like, I was really hoping watching that it was like, oh yeah, this killer chick's got to get her come up, and she is horrible.
What was the fuck, man? This is gonna annoy me. I can't remember the name of the film, but what was the foreign film we reviewed last month?
We were reviewing.
I saw
the devil.
Okay. Now,
I feel like the villain won that whole thing.
But here's the thing. He did and he didn't, right? As far as like, the motherfucker died and blah blah blah. Look, if you want to check out that review, it's the last episode of the No Fucks Given Out, as well as check out the film. It is a hell of a film. It's a hell of a ride. It was really well. Like I don't think I can even say anything negative about that movie. But my point is I kind of expected that kind of resolution with this film, in all honesty, as opposed to what you got. Elmo, tell us what we won.
Ugh. Wait. What am I?
Like the final kill, motherfucker.
The final kill.
Yeah. So she finally the killer chick just takes the baby. Takes the baby out of her stomach and then just cradles it and like cuts open and just rips her open. So, the mom's died and now she has the baby and the killer wins. And oh my God, the first time I watched it, I was just so mad that I was just, I don't know. It was like, this was one of those movie killers that you really hate.
It's just like, in a way, it's like, same thing. It was kind of like the same shit that we've seen from I Saw the Devil. I feel like the killer won because he took away the dude's like family pretty much all the way, and the guy just made him snap to become a killer, like just like him. In a way, it's kind of like psychological way.
And that's what I'm saying, though, right? What I said, I Saw the Devil. I was expecting more of a resolution like that. As far as I expected her not to die. I expected. What is the villain?
I thought she was going to survive this whole entire shit. Like, dude, she took a hell of an ass beating. Ass beating. And it was going to survive. But no, she ends up getting killed by getting a C-section.
And that's the thing.
Homemade C-section.
I did not expect the baby to survive. I expected only the woman to survive, and I expected that she lost the baby, and that's kind of a loss, you know.
I actually thought that's how the movie was going to pan out the first time I watched it, but it panned out actually the opposite, the way I expected it to be.
I thought I was gonna do the same thing too. It's like we were all wrong with that situation.
Yeah, that's really fully what the fuck I expected. Was more of a resolution like that, and the fact that she's sitting there with the baby and is ostensibly won, even though she's got her face half burned off. She got what she wanted. It was this shit was kind of depressing. Y'all need to use this shit on Traumatize a fucking rapper. You fucking.
You know what? We should do that for the next guest. We should probably do that for Sasquatch
my
shots.
wife's,
And
hey, Shell's got a better suggestion for y'all. Passion of the Christ. Hey, look, for anyone, for real, first off, for anyone out there that's like, did he just call Passion of the Christ a horror movie? If you're telling me that shit's not a snuff film, I'm telling you, you're full of shit, motherfucker. And yeah, Maximus.
That was the first snuff film ever created.
And hey, Maximus, just to let you know, the 20 dislikes is like, yeah, we got Demo Demon coming up. We're going to drop a bit of a diss. We're going to get to that just shit in a minute. But before we do, final thoughts. Chuckles?
Elmo, you have done it again, my friend. I really love this film. And it was fucked up. It was freaky. And it did bring you that nervous fear, like, what's going to happen? Is she going to live through this shit, or is she going to die through this shit? It was pretty fucked up, freaky, and brought the fear. I wasn't really scared, but it did brought the fear because I was kind of nervous. Like, dude, what the fuck's going on? It's like, what happened to this shit? It makes you paranoid in a way what's going to happen next. So I would say I give it a triple F rating.
I mean, I have to concur with everything the Headhunter just said, really. I mean, I do. It was and it went a place even in the end that I didn't expect. And like, you fuckers are both like, oh, I knew what fuck as far as like she was trying to, like, I didn't catch that twist. When I found out this bitch was just after this baby, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the holy fuck? All right?
You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Like, that was some fucked up shit.
She literally said, she didn't say, like, I want your baby. She said, I want one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I lost that. And I agree, man. This shit was fucked up. It was freaky because to see a human being going to that level to trying to get that, and it brought the fear because, look, I mean, I guess to me personally, that wouldn't necessarily be scary because, you know, I'm a fucking 6'2" male who's big as fuck, but to put yourself in that situation, that is frightening as fuck. All right? I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Elmo, final thoughts? You sick
My
fuck?
final thoughts, definitely the triple F. One more thing I want to say is for fans of extreme horror that is done well, this is your movie. If you're kind of looking for, you know, if you're looking for extreme and well-made, this is your movie. So, yeah, you know, it's a great extreme horror movie. I don't know what else to say about it besides you want to see some crazy shit? Check this one out. Check out Inside.
One thing for sure is, why is French people so obsessed with gory movies?
Good
I don't know. The last decade, French have made like the craziest horror movies, like Martyrs and shit too. High Tension, like damn.
Martyrs or Raw or something like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, French people ain't playing.
Wasn't I Saw the Devil French?
No,
it was Korean.
Oh, okay. All right. I can't keep track. We watch a lot of goddamn
How do you not
shit
keep
over
track
here.
of the
What
person's
fuck
race? It
ever?
was like we literally watched the Korean movie like last month.
You know what? Fuck the fuck off. I watch a lot of shit, and there's a lot of shows, and man,
And you
Chuckles,
were complaining. It's like, man, stop sending.
I'm gonna make you host.
And you were
the 4
complaining
more
about
shows,
watching
you
movies with
assholes.
subtitles.
No, I'm gonna make you fucking host of 4 more shows. I swear to God, don't fuck with me. Like, fucking, I'll just like suddenly make you a co-host to talk snuff with Team Snuff for no fucking reason.
I
Right,
would love to join in the ride with that shit. I wouldn't care.
Well, fuck it. Hey, we'll talk about that shit later, motherfucker. I just want to know, Elmo, to you.
Yeah.
What was it rated?
Triple F.
That's it.
Bam.
Damn. I guess I didn't
Triple
catch
F
that.
rated.
That's 3 fucking movies for y'all fuckers that is triple F rated. And 3 movies that 3 different hosts of No Fucks Given Radio, you know, the hosts that are on this particular show, would all recommend you check out. Puppet Master, Slither, Inside. Find a way to fucking peep that shit, man, because I promise you that shit ain't nothing but dope. But did y'all notice that, like, we've gotten a lot of dislikes on this particular episode?
Yeah, because a bunch of because there was a bunch of faggots that were just wanted to, like, give us like lower ratings just to think that's gonna piss us off or some shit. I don't know why. Because they're looking for this diss
It's
song.
because look,
I don't give a fuck. No one likes me.
Yo, Elmo, I feel you, bro. You don't even know. But hey, I just gotta say real quick before we get to what we're gonna get to. This motherfucker just sent me this graphic. So I got to shrink it down because I didn't have it prepped before the show. Fuck you, Rekka. You was supposed to have me this shit before the show started. You asshole. Now it's so big I got to adjust the size in the middle of the shit and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, tomorrow night, the rap affiliates. Yeah, they're going to be live with CFX Project. Yeah, so make sure you check that out. They'll be on the YouTube. Hopefully, we're going to help get that set up as well as NoFucksGivenRadio.com. And then, that next night, you can catch Maximus Limitus coming on the No Fucks Given Hour. But I know there's a bunch of y'all. There's a bunch of y'all that one, have been disliking the fuck out of this video. Right? And we love y'all fuckers. We don't give a fuck, right? But Brutal Business Entertainment, man, they run that talk show over here on No Fucks Given Radio. You can catch that every other Saturday. You know, Demo just had this bit of issue, and from everything I read and messages I seen and like screenshots and this and that, because I kind of looked into the shit, you know, because that's part of the fucking crew over here. It's, you know, gotta give it a little fucking view. That motherfucker kind of seemed like a piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like the kind of piece of shit that's like way over 20 and wants to fuck a 16-year-old.
Oh.
We talking about the diss track? I'm really behind on everything.
So, whatever, man. Why you always behind is because you got a foot in your mouth. Ah! That works so well for
It is
you.
giggle like that.
So, I will say, for the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the show, and this is it. But, we're going to do one more motherfucking thing, right? I'm going to do it on both YouTube and this shit, but check it. I'm going to flip this. You can still hear me. Y'all just can't see shit. But then I got to take this out because y'all is hearing that backtrack loud as fuck right now. Alright? And then we're going to add this motherfucking diss track. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, I did not have it queued up nice and simple like I should have. My bad, Demo. Alright? But here it is. Fucking Angel Diss by Demo Demon. Have a good night, fuckers.
Yeah, fuck the fuck off, you cocksuckers.
Look at this faggot using shock value saying he's gonna come here and beat my kid into a body cast just to get views because he ain't got actual shit on me. Schizophrenic ass, always lying. Shut up and take your fucking medicine, Angel. Let's go.
How you gonna use my kid to make a punchline? Uh-oh, Chris Henson come from Dateline. Catch a predator, you looking like an alien. Maybe troopers like to say you have a fucking dangerous. Hispanic and Mexican, I don't give a fuck. Cause no matter who you are, leave a body in the trunk. What? Click, clack, faggot, long time coming. This name was lazy, mine is fresh in the oven. You can lie all you want, fans pick and choose. But between me and you know the truth. But you're too afraid to lose. Say you lie all the time just to get some damn views. I guess he was missing me, trying to use my name to get publicity. Then I reached out, told him it's been a long time with some motherfucking issue, now we gotta rewind. You're too arrogant, he said. You remove me, he said. Shut up, Angel, take your fucking meds. I'm guessing he's off him again, or he's surrounded by poison instead he calls fans. Let me bring this up real quick. Didn't you diss everybody that cheered you on? Didn't you steal a fucking girl off your best friend Gab, who was 16, who you tried banging on? Wow! That was just quite the predicament I had to wake up and deal with. Fuck this. The biggest illness you fight is ignorance. Shame that people can't see it. You got a girls mixed up though. It's okay, I'm happy to fact check. But with you, it's a little bit of magic that Gavin's back on your dick, not a 2 kids captive. Settle down, Angel, when you gonna stop? You run away from PA cause you're afraid of getting popped. Yeah, it's easy to diss when you in Arizona. Never would've did it in the town cause you fled before it. Like James, like Frank, like Gage. Yeah, I think it's time we turn this page. Yeah, I know you pussies all the same. Oh, I forgot he don't use that name. Cause when he start to lose credit, he'll switch real quick. What a fucking bitch. How you gonna even make a diss about an 8-year-old kid? Say you body them. Somebody get a body bag. Yeah, no, you make the songs a suicide. You come at her, you really wanna fucking die. Tag the toe, get the fucking casket. What kind of angel gets burned in the ashes? The kind that gets pulled down by a demon. Exorcism, you must be dreaming. How you gonna use the same just name twice? Not the clever, I know you had time to rewrite. Gotta go to the past just to come back and end your life like Vision. You had a mind but you lost it, I took it while you were there screaming. Remember when you talked about the girl who was going in, rapping at the obstacle? Gonna tell low-key about your lying-ass schemes, and you found out made you uncomfortable. You went crawling back fast to a damn fan page saying sorry, praising her through and through. Make a schizophrenic mind up, everybody time's up. Angel, come on, I'm challenging you. You keep on moving them states, so how about you come to PA? Right where I live, I'll be here every day. Yeah, you all talk, you don't want that to change.
I was gonna make Vendetta my next single. Now I gotta do this shit. I've been sick all week. No, seriously, send me a message on Twitter, Angel. Tell me where in Washington, VA that you want to meet up at and go at it, and I will meet you there. Just tell me. I know you fucking won't come here. You wouldn't fucking fight me in real life. That's why you gotta move to a different state to diss me. Even a year and a half later after I removed you off Facebook, you fucking